Hey YouTube, it's Jonathan, and today we're doing this classic Barbra Streisand look on my sister Rebecca. Today is Barbra Streisand's birthday when this video goes up, so I thought it was appropriate. Today we're going to be starting with a little bit of primer. This is the High Adherence Silicone Primer from The Ordinary, and I'm just applying that with my fingertips all around the skin, especially in areas where foundation tends to move around first. Since this is a 1960s look, I want a very full coverage matte foundation, so today I'm using Tantidol Ultra from Lancome. I chose to go slightly darker so that the highlight under the eye would really pop, so I'm just blending that down the neck. And then of course for the highlight under the eye, I'm using the matching Tantidol Ultra Concealer in the shade 90. This is the lightest one they do, and I'm taking it all the way down the side of the nose and all the way up to the under eye, and I'm going to be pressing that into place for maximum payoff and coverage. And to really mattify the skin, I'm taking the Kat Von D Lock-It Powder, and I'm pressing that under the eye first to kind of hold the highlight and concealer in place, and then of course I'm going to take that everywhere to make sure the skin is nice and matte all over. Not only will setting everything in place help the makeup to last longer, but it's also going to allow me to blend better over top with my contour, blush, and highlight. Today, to contour and warm up the skin, I'm using a little bit of a matte bronzer from Laura Geller. I'm taking that right underneath the cheekbones and then a little bit up onto the temples as well, and down onto the jawline to make sure everything's nice and structured. For blush today, I'm actually dipping into my Japanesque Velvet Touch face palette, and I'm grabbing the brighter cool tone pink and the lighter pink and mixing them together. And I'm also using the highlighter from that palette as well on top of the cheekbones, as well as down the nose and on the center of the face. I'm priming Rebecca's eyelids with Air Patrol from Benefit, and then I'm going right in to set that with the lightest matte shade from my Smashbox Full Exposure palette, and I'm just sweeping that all the way from lashes to brow bone. Then switching to a much smaller brush, and I'm going to start kind of shaping out my crease with the mid-tone matte gray, and then switching to a fluffier brush just to kind of blend that out. And I'm going to take this all the way down onto the eyelid as well, and sort of shape it into the outer wing. We'll get back to this in a little bit. For brows today, I'm using Benefit Ka-Brow, which is a cream waterproof brow product, and I'm just using the brush that comes with that and just filling in the brows ever so slightly. The brows in this time period were not very strong. It was all about the eye makeup. Back to eyes, I'm going to define the crease a ton more, so I'm going in with the matte black shadow from that palette and starting to feather that in lightly with my MAC 217 brush and kind of extending the shape outward on the eye. And then I'm moving to a much smaller and denser brush, and I'm really almost cutting the crease. I'm taking that black all the way to the outer corner, and then I'm going to be kind of pulling it down to meet the lashes, and of course re-emphasizing that outward shape. After referring back to some of the original images, I noticed that the wing sort of went out and less up, so I'm kind of erasing with a little bit of concealer and redrawing in that shape in more of an outward direction, less of an upward angle. Then I'm going to be filling that space in on the outer corner and just connecting it to the lash line, and then going over everything for one good blend. For liquid liner, I'm using my trusty Lancome Grandiose in the shade Black, and I'm just tracing along the upper lash line in a very thin line, especially because my sister has hooded eyes, and then I'm extending that into a wing, you can see here. And again, I'm trying to go more for an out than an up. And then I'm applying a little bit underneath that I'm going to blend out with a little bit of shadow. I'm actually going to blend all of that liquid liner in with the matte black shadow just to give it a softer, more smoky appearance. I'm not just going to smudge out that liner, but I'm also going to bring that black line about halfway across the lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to apply a little bit of a matte cream into the waterline of the eyes just to make them appear larger. For mascara, I'm using something nice and thickening. This is Lancome Grandiose Extreme. A nice coat of mascara all the way to the roots on both the upper and lower lash line. I'm using a waterproof mauve lip liner to outline and fill in the entire lip, and I'm just going to enhance the shape a little bit. My sister's lips are not quite as full as Barbra Streisand's lips, but I didn't want to kind of overdraw them in a character kind of way. I just wanted the lips to look nice and natural and finish off the look. After filling in the whole lip with the liner, I just top it with a little bit of a light pink lipstick. I'm adding in just a touch more contour after everything was done. It kind of looked like it needed a little more color. And then I'm going to be applying some false lashes as a final touch. These are Ardell Wispies, and I cut off the last couple of lashes just from the end. And that completes this 1960s Barbra Streisand inspired look. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, and all the products that I talked about today are going to be listed in my description box below, as well as my social media. I'm at JonJonTalks on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Click on the link to the left, which is a little icon on my face to subscribe to my channel, or click on the playlist on the right hand side to check out some of my more recent videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!